You ready?
Yeah.
Oh.
Snap out of it. Nice.
Today we're going to be talking about a 1UZ build with
the K24DE trans off of a 95 240SX.
And you're going to go into I'm going to be
ask me again. Street driven or track?
Street driven or track?
It's going to be a street track. A little bit of both.
How much power are you going to be making to the wheel?
Safely, all motor, about 300 horsepower, 300 foot-pound torque. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when it's in a 2,400 pound car, I mean, it's just equivalent to, you know, something making more power in a heavier car.
And then the 1UZ is out of a...
I got it off of a 94 LS 400 Lexus. Actually, I messed up. That's why.
Okay.
Sorry. Just be like, well, where's that come
Okay.
It's an SC400. Oh, la pinche.
No me vean, haz de cuenta que no pasé ya.
We can hear you in the camera.
And then you're going to be going with the FX 400?
400. So I wanted a ceramic disc, but I didn't want to go with a 6-puck setup because it's going to be my daily. So, you know, I want to keep it as comfortable, but I still wanted to take a beating. So this is our full face ceramic disc. Very nice. Same holding capacities, but definitely a lot more streetable than going with the 6-puck sprung disc. Just because there's no need for a rigid disc in daily driver.
Now, since we're talking about clutches, why wouldn't you go with the FX 100, 200, or 300?
Well, the FX 100 is a good setup, but I mean, if you plan on drifting the car or being on it, it's definitely not going to hold up to what you need. It's more for, you know, your average bolt-on cruiser, you know, occasional fun. But I like to beat on my cars, so I definitely needed something that's going to, you know, withstand the heat, especially. So yeah, that's why I went with my ceramic setup.
So you're going with the Clutchmasters FX 400, right? You're going with the lightweight flywheel too?
Correct, yeah. So this is kind of a weird hybrid setup. Supervisor Kevin and Lewis kind of put me onto this setup. It's not just your average FX 400. So I'm going to be using a pressure plate that comes off of a Tundra. So very heavy duty, handle a lot more power than your just traditional setup. I'm also going to be using the disc size out of a 300ZX twin turbo. So kind of a hybrid setup, along with the flywheel that's made to accept the KA to 1UZ setup.
That's the stiff flow or aluminum?
Aluminum. So pretty lightweight. You know, I need this motor to rev up pretty quickly, so I decided to go with an aluminum setup.
Okay, and then I know that you needed help with the adapter plate, right?
Exactly, yeah. So a lot of people are asking me, like, how are you going to make it work with your trans setup? Does it directly bolt on? No, it doesn't bolt on, but luckily we know Collins. He's known for making some adapter plates for some crazy setups. You know, 2J to CDO9 transmissions, 2J to T56. Pretty much anything you can think of, Collins makes an adapter plate for it. In my case, he made a full swap kit. Adapter plate, motor mounts, extended throwout bearing, pilot bearing. I even got my drive shaft. So it's kind of all one-stop shop for your adapter needs.
Let me see it.
I guess. You can see this is a nice shiny steel adapter plate. If you're looking at it and you're wondering why there's so many holes, Collins makes this pretty accessible in case you want to upgrade your transmission later on. K24 is not the ideal setup to handle power and abuse, but I mean it's perfectly in the budget. But it also has bolt holes in case I want to upgrade to like a Z32 trans or a CDO9 trans. So he does give you those options. So I mean, it's pretty cool. For bang for your buck, you get to run 3 setups on this if you ever want to upgrade down the line. These really nice motor mounts for the 1UZ engine to the S chassis. Solid motor mounts. A lot of people prefer polyurethane or, you know, something soft, but I need something that's going to be able to withstand the abuse, clutch kicks, cornering, and I don't want my motor moving around. Oh, since you're going to be using an adapter plate, you have to make up something for that thickness that you're adding on. So you get this little custom throwout bearing. You can see it's right here a little bit taller to make up for that distance you're going to be adding. Works just like OEM, nothing special to it, just direct plug and play, and you're good to go. It sends you this nice little pilot bearing for the crank. Nice little shiny thing. So in the kit, you get your motor mount bolts.
It's already labeled and everything?
Already labeled. Adapter plate bolts. So I mean, he gives it to you pretty simple. I mean, if you can read, you can get this.
You can get it done.
You can get this done. I mean, it's pretty simple, plain and simple, straightforward.
So we're gonna do
Alright, go for it. Alright, so we're gonna be doing a little bit more videos down the line on the progress and the steps needed to make all this work. This is just the beginning. Very important part of the swap. because without a clutch and flywheel, your car's not moving. So stay tuned. We're definitely going to keep these updated, as well as other stuff we do here at work. This is just to show you guys that we are involved with local builds and grassroots drivers. We don't just focus on the pros. We try to help everybody out. So I mean, stay tuned. If you have any questions, you can follow me on Instagram. Send us a DM to the Clutchmasters page, and we'll be more than happy to help you guys out.
No, we only have a minute, and you just spoke for like a minute. So
good.
like
That's all we
everything
need.
else that we showed is not gonna show.
Yeah, because you can show it as I'm talking to Lyle. Think. Okay, I have a headache.
Yeah. Okay, so just try and shorten it up.
Wow.
It's just too much. Because I think that's what happened. I was trying to like shorten everything into a minute, and I couldn't.
So where should I cut out then?
Just we're gonna be doing weekly updates on this build.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing weekly videos on this build, progress, shots, you know, what it takes to get it working. If you have any questions, you can follow me on Instagram. Send us a DM in the Clutchmasters page, and we'll be happy to answer you guys' questions.
And if you want us at your show,
Slide in the DMs 2 times. Twice.